Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Dark Nature, a horror movie that takes place in the woods where some women go on a hike and get themselves into a little bit of trouble. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11. Speaking of the Pineys, I was at Mays Landing in the Hamilton Mall today, and let me tell you, it was like 1985. That place was wall to wall people today. You missed a show. Oh, did you miss Free Comic Book Day? Did you miss a show and a half? They had bands, cosplayers, everything. They had everything in the mall. It was a really good day. I was busy all day. I could not move from my table. I sat down. Normally I have to get up once in a while and stretch. I couldn't. I literally just, so many people came to my table, I couldn't get up. It was crazy. This was hands down the best show I've had this year, and in terms of the Pineys, all the previous years. So, yay me. Anyhow, getting into this movie. Thanks to all who came out, by the way. Getting into this movie, Dark Nature. This woman had, I don't know, some kind of attack. Some boyfriend attacked her or whatever, and she's trying to get over trauma. One of the other women is trying to get over some trauma too, and it's nature itself. See, she keeps seeing her boyfriend or ex or whoever he is. It's nature itself going after the women. And there's a weird line in this movie from one of the older women, like, there cannot be something like, cannot achieve a higher consciousness without suffering or something like that, which I thought was very odd. You can see here, this is her crazy vision of hell, I guess, and this is the older woman who says it. So it's like some new agey thing where they're going on a nature walk in an area that's only, that's untouched. So it's supposed to be this ancient forest, and but because of that, some evil presence lives there. And let's see, on Blu-ray the 25th. I can see it on the little box on demand everywhere, May 23rd, and on Blu-ray the 25th. So this is a low budget movie on Dread Central. I'm not sure if Dread is free. I don't think it is. But look for it on Dread if you have Dread. This is the monster. You can kind of see it here. It's supposed to be like a psychological horror with only women. And, it's fine, I guess. But I gotta say, it's I don't know, that line kind of throws me for a loop. Maybe I've been watching too many James Lindsay videos, but feels like there's another metaphor here about higher consciousness that I'm suspicious of, let's say. But that being said, in some ways it feels like a very standard horror movie. And it's sort of the old man versus nature, except it's woman versus nature. And I gotta say, all women cast kind of undermines that. It just does. I know, maybe I just can't relate to their problems as it doesn't feel as intense for some reason, because the older woman kind of dismisses the other's problems, at the same time calling the place ancient and all this stuff. So it feels like the whole setup is kind of phony. But I will tell you, there's a great shot in the movie where they're going into the woods, and just behind like the bush line, as they're driving, there's a car that's been wrecked, and it's just there, and it's behind some bushes, and they can't see it, and they drive right past it, indicating like, yeah, people came out this way before and they just died, and no one's found them, and these women don't even find them. So that's kind of interesting. The monster, however, doesn't look great, but I like the psychological angle on it a little bit, because it can kind of be a bigger sort of dealing with trauma kind of thriller thing. But they're not really tying it into anything yet, so I'm kind of waiting for the the big payoff or whatever. So I'm a little on the fence on this one. I kind of like it, but I don't know. I, I I can't say that it's woke because it doesn't seem woke, but I'm suspicious. But it does have some good elements, so would I watch it? Yeah, I'd give it a chance. I'd give it a chance. I'm a little wary, but I'd give it a chance. It seems like it's good. It seems like it should be good, at least on a very sort of basic level horror movie. It should be watchable. It should be the kind of thing where first act, they establish the characters. She's going into the woods to get over her trauma. I don't quite understand how that works, but okay. She goes into the woods, and then they're doing the whole wow, girls doing it for themselves kind of thing, and they don't have a signal of phone, which in my mind I get why they're doing it, but they should have like an emergency thing. I think if you're going out in the woods, like a satellite phone, maybe for safety. And I would say that for anybody. I would say that for men too. I mean, somebody could get hurt, fall off a cliff or whatever, and they could need a evacuation. You'd want something. But thanks, Jim. So second act, they start to sense something's weird going on. They start hallucinating their various fears, and it gets worse and worse and worse. And then by the third act, they realize there's something out in the woods or something about the woods that's causing this, and then they confront it, and it's literally like confronting your demons. And a few of them die, but I don't know. The protagonist lives, I'll say. Maybe not. It's a low budget Dread Central thing. Maybe she either dies or she becomes possessed by the evil, and so yeah, I'm wary, but I would give it a shot. Let's say. So that's it for me, Tony D, and Squirmy Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take, I say, take it. I'll be at LBI Book Swap tomorrow, Sunday, at 2 p.m. for my book signing there. Still got books left, amazingly, because I sold a lot today. Hope to see you there, and we'll see you in the next one.